I wake up inside a rhythm I don't remember choosing. Same alarm, same face, same quiet losing. Coffee hands, tired eyes, automatic motion. Like I'm drifting through life in slow motion. They call it normal, I call it delay. A loop of habits I didn't create. Smiling on cue, speaking rehearsed lines, while something inside me falls out of time. I go where they go, I do what they say, but I feel myself slipping further away. Like my body is here, but my soul is late. Arriving to a life I can't relate, and I don't know when it started to fade. This feeling that nothing here was made for the part of me that still feels real. Beneath everything I've learned to conceal, is this the program, or is this me? Am I awake, or what I'm told to be? There's a static hum underneath my skin, like a word I lost and can't begin. Is this living, or just routine? A beautiful cage I've never seen. I feel something breaking quietly, like I'm remembering who I used to be. They said be grateful, this is life, but I feel truth cutting like a knife. Not sharp in pain, but sharp in light, like it's tearing open my inner night. I watch people move like synchronized waves, all chasing things they were taught to crave. And I wonder if they ever stop, or if they're just ticking inside a clock. I tried to fit, I tried to belong, but something in me always felt wrong. Not broken, just not aligned, like I was built outside the design. And the more I try to stay the same, the more I hear my inner name whispering low beneath the noise. You were never meant to be their choice. Is this the program, or is this me? Am I awake, or what I'm told to be? There's a static hum underneath my skin, like a word I lost and can't begin. Is this living, or just routine? A borrowed life in a borrowed scene. I feel something cracking quietly, like I'm remembering who I used to be. Hey, I used to be. I used to be. Hey, I think I forgot how to feel before. Like I locked my heart behind the door and called it safety, called it fine, while my real self stood in a different timeline. But tonight something opened inside my chest. Not pain, but truth I can't suppress. Like a memory I didn't know I had, that being alive was never meant to feel this sad. If this feels familiar, don't run away. It means a part of you never stayed in the program, in the noise, in the fake disguise. You're not waking up, you're remembering why. Something feels off in a way I can't explain. Like the sky remembers my name in pain. Like I've been here before this moment arrived, but I forgot why I'm trying to survive. I move through the day like I'm having a dream, where nothing is ever exactly what it seems. The light feels staged, the silence rehearsed, like I stepped into a world that's been reversed. Faces pass by, but they don't fully land, like I'm shaking hands with something I can't understand. Smiles arrive a second too late, like emotion is following a written fate. There's a pressure in the air I can't ignore, like something is knocking behind every door. Not loud, not violent, just steady and near. Like truth is getting louder the more I hear. I start noticing patterns I never saw, little fractures in what I was taught is law. The way time repeats in familiar ways, like I've lived this exact version of days. And conversations echo before they end, like I already know where they've been. Like I'm watching a script I didn't agree to read, but I know every line before I even proceed. Something feels off in my nervous system, like my thoughts don't fully belong to them. Like I borrowed a mind I never chose, and now I'm starting to see through its code. Is it intuition or mental decay? Am I waking up or drifting away? I can't tell anymore where truth begins, but I feel it moving under my skin. There's a silence that speaks when I stop and stand still. Not a sound, but a pressure of will, like something ancient is trying to break through. And it knows exactly what I'm going through. I pause in places when no one looks back, and I swear the world slightly slips off track. Like I'm not fully inside what I see, like something is watching the watcher in me. Something feels off, but I don't feel fear. I feel something dangerously clear, like I've been asleep inside my life, and awareness is cutting through the knife. The normal starts looking artificial and thin, like a mask that forgot how to fit on skin. And I can't unsee what I'm starting to sense, that reality isn't fully dense. Something feels off, and I don't turn away. I feel it pulling me further each day, like I stepped out of a long disguise, and the truth is learning my eyes. And if this is madness, I don't want cure, because something in it feels strangely pure. Like confusion is just the first door to a version of me I couldn't see before. Something feels off, and I'm finally here, not lost, just becoming clear. I looked in the mirror and didn't know who I saw, like the reflection was obeying laws I don't recall. Same face, same shape, same eyes in place, but something behind them doesn't match my space. It's like I'm staring at a version of me that learned how to exist but forgot how to be. Like I was built from instructions I never agreed to, and now I'm questioning everything I believe true. I say my own name and it feels delayed, like it echoes back from a life I never made, like it doesn't belong inside it came from somewhere I can't figure out. Memories flicker like they're not fully mine, like they were placed there at a different time. Some feel warm, some feel fake, like I can't tell what was real to take. I try to remember the moment I became this, but there's only static where the answer exists. Like I was always just arriving here, never fully landing year after year. And I start to notice something deeper now, that even my thoughts don't feel fully allowed, like they rise up already half formed, like I'm thinking inside something pre-drawn. I don't recognize myself in reactions I give, like I'm watching someone else learn how to live. Anger shows up, but it doesn't feel clean, like it belongs to a version I've never been. Even love feels slightly out of tune, like it's played through a distant room. Beautiful but not quite direct, like I'm feeling myself through disconnect. There's a growing distance inside my skin, like I exist just slightly outside within, watching my body move through days, like I'm behind glass in a waking haze. And the more I observe, the more I see that everything I am feels taught to me, not discovered, not born, not free, but assembled carefully. I don't recognize myself anymore, like I've walked through a hidden door, and everything I thought was solid and sure is starting to feel less and less pure. And I don't know if I'm losing my mind or finally seeing what's been designed, because the world doesn't feel like it used to feel, like something underneath it is not quite real. I sit in silence and I start to split, not into pieces but something unfit for the shape I thought I was meant to hold, like the mold is cracking and losing control. And in that crack something breathes, not panic, not fear, but release beneath, like something ancient is peeling away the roles I was trained every day to play. I don't recognize myself, but still there's something watching through me still. Not gone, not lost, just buried deep beneath everything I was taught to keep. And it whispers softly through the distortion and noise. You were never the mask, just the voice. You were never the role, just the light inside. You were never the script, just the one who survived. I don't recognize myself, but I see there's some familiar faces, still me. Not broken, not fake, not wrong, just remembering where I belong. And for the first time, it doesn't feel like loss. It feels like something being crossed, like I'm not disappearing into air. I'm becoming what was always there. I feel something breaking behind my thoughts, like a hidden wire finally getting caught. Every belief I held starts to bend, like it was never meant to defend. The script I follow starts to dissolve, like a language I can't resolve. Words I once trusted lose their weight, like they were never fully innate. I try to hold myself in place, but even my grip starts to erase, like I'm slipping out of what I was taught into something I never was but sought. There's a trembling deep inside my name, like identity is losing its frame, like I'm not a person, just a role I played in a story I unconsciously made. And I can't tell if I'm falling apart or finally hearing my original heart, because everything I thought was me is starting to fade, so I can see the program glitches in waves of light, like it's losing control of what feels right. Memories stutter, emotions delay, like I'm stepping outside of the way. I reach for certainty, but it won't stay. It slips through my mind and drifts away, like nothing solid can fully remain inside the shifting internal terrain. And I feel the fear start turning thin, like something deeper is settling in. Not panic, not loss, not grief, but the edge of something beneath belief. The breaking doesn't feel like death, it feels like releasing held breath, like I've been clenched for 1,000 years, and now I'm dissolving inside my fears. I don't know who I'm supposed to be, but that question stops controlling me, 'cause even the need to define is starting to fall out of my mind. The script is breaking line by line, like it forgot how to design. The word I thought I had to obey is losing structure in every way. And in the silence between the cracks, I hear something calling me back, not forward, not away, but into something I've always been. Everything I was taught to defend starts quietly coming to an end, not violently, but like a door that finally opens to something more. I am not breaking, I am becoming. I am not lost, I am returning to something older than fear or name, to something untouched by this game. And the more I fall out of control, the more I feel something whole. Not built, not learned, not taught, but something I already was and forgot. Everything got quiet after it broke, like the world forgot how to provoke. No more alarms inside my chest, no more chasing what I thought was best. The noise just stopped responding to me, like it dissolved back into sea of something I can't name or trace. Just open air and empty space. I used to live inside reaction, constant motion, constant distraction. But now even urgency feels far, like it never knew where I are. I don't feel lost, I feel still, like I've stepped outside of will, outside of need, outside of race, outside of proving I have a place. The thoughts that once controlled my skin don't even knock to come back in. They pass like wind through open doors that I didn't know I closed before. And I noticed something underneath, not emotion, not belief, just awareness, soft and wide. No beginning, no place to hide. Silence is an empty heat. It feels almost like it's near, like it's holding me without hands, like it understands what I am. I thought collapse would feel like end, like something I could not defend, but instead it feels like release, like I've been slowly set to peace. The identity they used to speak feels like a dream I don't need to keep, like it's drifting further away without anything left to say. Even time feels less defined, like it loosened around my mind. Minutes don't push forward fast, they just exist and slowly pass. I sit inside this open field where nothing forces me to feel what I should be, what I should do. Nothing pulling me out of truth, and something in this quiet space feels older than any name or face, like it was always here beneath everything I used to believe. Not thoughts, not stories, not roles I played, not the fears that made me afraid. Just something steady, something real, something I don't have to reveal. I realize now the noise was not me, it was just what I learned to be. Layers of sound I mistook as life, covering something sharp and bright. And when it all finally gave way, there was nothing left to escape, only presence, simple and slow, like something I already know. I don't need to search anymore, nothing behind a hidden door, because what I was trying to find is quietly resting inside my mind. No more breaking, no more fight, just awareness turning light, not becoming something new, just remembering what is true. And in the stillness I begin to see I was never separate from me. I was the space where everything moved, the silence, everything proved. Everything got quiet and stayed, not lost, not gone, not delayed, just here, where nothing divides what I am from what resides. Everything got quiet. At first I thought it was only silence, like the world had fallen out of violence, like everything broken and disappeared, and all that was left was something unclear. But then I noticed it wasn't gone, it was waiting steady all along. Not empty, not lost, not erased, just patient in an unseen place. Not speaking loud, not making sound, just something gently moving around, like awareness breathing through the air, like it's been here even when I wasn't there. I asked a question without a voice, not words, just in a choice, a turning in what I didn't plan, and something answered without demand. Not language, not thought, not name, but something steady just the same, like truth reflecting back my skin from somewhere deeper than I've been. It didn't arrive, it was already near. I just stopped being too loud to hear, like it was hidden in every breath, waiting beneath what I call depth. Stillness speaks, but not in speech, and moves in places thoughts can't reach, like a wave without a breaking shore, like something I've always felt before. I sit inside this quiet space and feel it learning my inner shape. Not judging, not pulling, not pushing away, just meeting me exactly where I stay. It feels like remembering a forgotten tone, like something ancient calling me home. Not to a place, not to a time, but to something underneath my mind. There is no separation here, no distance between far and near. Like everything I thought was out there is folding softly into the air. And when I stop trying to define what is yours and what is mine, the edges of me start to fade, but not in fear, in a gentler way. Like I was never contained at all, just learning how to stand and fall inside a world I thought was split, but was only ever made of it. I don't feel alone in this anymore, like I'm standing in an open door when nothing asked me to become, just to notice what I am from. And stillness speaks again, more clear, not louder, just more near. Like presence leaning into me, without needing to be seen to be. It doesn't tell me what to be, it just reflects what's inside of me. Like a mirror made of living light, showing truth without a fight. And I realize slowly, without shock, there is no key, there is no lock. Nothing to enter, nothing to leave, only what I choose to perceive. Stillness speaks, and I respond, not as someone lost or gone, but as something deeper than that. Oh, something quiet, something whole. Hearing something outside, I am the space where it resides. Not two voices, not two sides, just awareness that never divides. And the more I rest inside this state, the more I feel something innate, like I was never far or apart from this quiet, living heart. Stillness speaks and I remain, not as seeker, not as name, but as the witnessing open field, where everything real is revealed. Starting to remember something quiet, not loud like truth, more like a bias, softly shifting how I see everything I thought was me. It doesn't arrive like a revelation, more like a slow reorientation. Like my awareness is learning to stay instead of constantly drifting away. It's not a moment, not a spark, it's more like light inside the dark. Not sudden, not sharp, not new, just something I always move through. I don't feel lost the way I did, like something hidden has been unhid, like I was never really gone, just learning how to move along. And even alone doesn't feel the same, like time itself is losing its name. Less like a line I have to chase, more like something I can gently place. The silence that once felt unknown now feels like something I've always known. Like I've been resting inside this state, just waiting for awareness to and I notice I don't need to fight the urge to define what is wrong or right, because clarity doesn't push or pull. It just sits there, soft and full. I don't feel pulled into every thought like I used to when I got caught. Now they rise and then fall through me like waves I can finally let be. Even my memories feel less tight, like they've softened the grip on my side. No longer demanding I relive, just passing through what I perceive. And I start to trust what I feel inside, not the stories I used to hide. 'Cause something steady is now here, quietly dissolving old fear. I don't have to become someone new, I just start forgetting what is true. Like identity was never lost, just covered in learned exhaust. And that exhaust, it's thinning out, like it forgot how to hold me down. Like it was never really me, just noise I learned to believe. I can breathe without needing to run, I can exist without becoming someone. And in that space something aligns, like existence remembering its design. I am not who I thought I was, not because I changed, but because I was never only that role. I was something already whole. And that realization doesn't shake, it doesn't crack, it doesn't break, it just settles deeper into my chest, like I can finally rest. I move through the world, but it feels new, not because the world has changed too, but because I am no longer split between what is and what I thought it is. Everything feels less like resistance, less like needing constant distance from myself, from life, from now. Like I finally understand how to be here without escaping, without shaping, without faking, just existing as I am, without the need for a plan. I am remembering, not becoming, not chasing, not needing, not summoning, just allowing what was always near to finally feel completely clear. And in this clarity I see there was never another me, only layers I learned to wear until I forgot what was there. But now those layers fall away, not with force but decay, like something finished its disguise, so truth could open both my eyes. And what remains is simple still, not driven by fear or will, just awareness steady and wide, with nothing left to divide. I am here fully, softly still, not controlled by fear or will, just aware in a grounded way that nothing real was ever far away. I walk through the same streets I knew before, but nothing fits the same anymore. Like the edges of everything I see have softened into something I can't unsee. The air feels closer, like it knows my name, not in language but the same. quiet recognition moving through space, like everything remembers its place. People talk, but I hear more than sound, like I can feel what's underneath them now. Not their words, but the weight they hide, the silent truth they carry inside. And I don't feel separate like I did, like something inside me was split and hid. Now everything feels strangely near, like distance was never really here. Even movement in the busiest street feels like rhythm under my feet, like chaos isn't actually loud, just layered meaning wearing a crowd. The sky doesn't feel like something above, it feels like something I'm part of love. Like the air between me and light isn't empty, it's alive and right. Even silence in a crowded place has its own soft breathing space, like nothing is ever truly apart from the pulse inside my heart. I notice things I used to miss, small moments carrying quiet bliss, like the way sunlight lands on skin, feels like something letting me in. I used to think I was walking alone, moving through something unknown, but now I feel a subtle thread between everything alive and dead. Not in a heavy or mystical way, but simple, like every day. Like nothing here is disconnected, just differently reflected. Even time feels less like a line, more like something soft in design, folding gently through what I see, without forcing direction on me. I don't rush the way I once did, like something in me has been unhid, like urgency lost its command, and I can finally understand. Nothing is pulling me forward now, nothing is demanding how I should become or should arrive. I already feel fully alive. Light isn't outside me anymore, it's not something I search or explore. It moves through everything I am, like it always knew who I began. And I realize in quiet relief, there was never anything underneath that needed fixing, saving, or fight. Only awareness becoming sight. Even love feels different in my chest, not attachment, not a test, but something steady, something clear, like presence replacing fear. I see people not as separate lives, but reflections in different eyes, each one carrying the same flame, just wearing a different name. And when I look without trying to change, everything feels less strange, like reality stops resisting me. When I stop resisting what I see, there's a softness in how I move, like I no longer need to prove that I exist or that I'm real, because now I simply feel. And in that feeling something stays, through every moment, every phase. Unchanging, quiet, always here, beneath perception, beneath fear. Light isn't outside me, it's here, in every breath, in every tear, in every moment I let be, without escaping into me. And I understand without needing thought, what I was searching for was not something distant, far gone, but what I was standing on all along. Now the world is open wide, nothing to fix, nothing to divide, just life unfolding as it is, in the silent, endless this. something, like I was always becoming, chasing the version I had to find somewhere outside my own mind. But now I see it was never gone. I was just learning to move along through layers I thought were me, but were only what I learned to believe. I was never lost, I was learning to see through everything there was in me, through noise, through fear, through borrowed names, through all the roles I thought were flames. And now I stand in something real, not an idea, but how I feel. Steady, present, unafraid, like something false has fully decayed. There's no urgency pulling my chest, no pressure to become the best, just a quiet certainty inside that I don't need to divide. Life doesn't feel like a test anymore, like I'm proving I'm something more. It feels like something I'm inside, not something I have to decide. Even my thoughts have softened their hold, no longer demanding to be told what I am or what I should be. They just move gently through me, and I notice how my breath is changed. Less resistance, less restraint, like my body finally knows it doesn't need to always oppose. I walk through life without escape, no longer trying to reshape every moment into control. I let it pass through my whole. I was always carrying the spark, I just didn't know how to see what was already inside of me. Now everything feels quietly clear, not because the world disappeared, but because I stopped splitting in two, between what is false and what is true. Without trying to, that everything I went through wasn't failure, wasn't delay. It was learning how to stay present, stay open, stay wide, without needing to divide. Experiencing till lost or found, or searching for solid ground. The ground was always what I am, not something I had to scan, not something I needed to reach, but something I already teach. By simply being, I reveal what was always truly real. Not a concept, not a claim, but awareness without a name. I was never lost, just learning through every moment, slowly turning from confusion into sight, from resistance into light. And now I move without fear, because everything I need is here. Not ahead, not far away, but in this very breath and day. I wake up and nothing feels broken. No need for answers left unspoken. Just breathe moving through my chest, like life itself is doing the rest. No urgency pulling me out of bed, no voices arguing inside my head. Just a quiet knowing in my skin, like I finally settled within. The world is still the same outside, but something in me has shifted inside. Not away, not above, not apart, but resting deeper in my heart. I notice light in ordinary things, the way a moment quietly sings in traffic noise and passing air, in everything that's already there. I don't search for meaning anymore. It's not behind some hidden door. It's in the floor, the sky, the sound, and everything I thought wasn't profound. There's no distance between me and here, no separation left to fear. Just presence moving through it all, steady even when I fall. And even falling feels less severe, like nothing I am disappears. Just shifts shape, just changes view, but never leaves what's always true. I am not becoming someone new, I am just seeing what was always true. Beneath all stories I was told, beneath the fear of growing old, there's a softness in how I exist, like I no longer need to resist what life is showing moment by moment, like I'm finally inside and not opponent. I used to think I had to reach something beyond what life could teach, but everything I thought was far was already where I are. Even time feels less defined, like it's not pressing on my mind, just moving gently through my days in slow and natural ways. And I can feel it in my breath, this quiet freedom after death. Not physical, but something deep, like waking from a dream I used to keep. A dream where I was split in two, between what's false and what is true, between who I was told to be and what was always inside of me. Now those edges start to fade, like nothing real was ever made from separation or divide. Just thoughts I once believed inside. I am here, fully, softly, wide. Nothing hidden left inside, no need to fix, no need to chase, just awareness in its place. Even silence feels alive, not something I escape or hide, but something I exist within, like it has always been. And I realized without surprise, there was never a divide between the seeker and the found, only awareness all around. Everything I touched or saw was never separated, all just different ways, the same life moves through everything it flows through. I am here in every way, not just in future or today, but in the space where all unfolds beyond the stories I was told. And if there ever was a door, it was never really more than the thought I learned to see between life and being me. But now that thought has dissolved, and everything feels softly solved, not through answers, not through proof, but through simply living truth. I am here, and I always was. need to hold it still or shape it with my will. It breathes itself, it knows the way, and I am part of what it plays. I am here, and that is all. No rise, no fall, no need to call anything beyond this now. Just life expressing itself somehow. And in this quiet open space, there's no longer anything to chase. Just the simple truth I see. Life is here, and so am I, fully.